Council, are we ready with a witness? Junior?
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon, all. We have a witness waiting. I hope this would be a not too long-winded a witness. We just want to deal with a discrete issue, just one issue with him. I hope it would not last more than an hour, but we will see how it goes. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The commissioners are ready to go until midnight, today being the last day of our third session. So if you are ready, the commissioners are ready, we will go until midnight.
I am sure that in that case they would go it all by themselves. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. We are here to support you, and we will do all it takes. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much. You are providing splendid support. Thank you so much for that. I knew you would not abandon us.
Can you kindly bring in the witness, please? Mr. Chair, as the witness is getting ready to come, I will just do a little bit of yeah, he's here, but perhaps before he is sworn in, I can just put in the documents that were to be put in the last time, the exhibit numbers. Okay, yes. So the letter dated 29 March 1995 would be exhibit 35. And the letter to the chairman dated 31st May 1995 would be exhibit 36. And a response from the office of the chairman dated 29 June 1995 would be 37. Letter dated 17 July 1995 from office of the chairman to Alhaji Ibrahim Sey would be 38, exhibit 38. And letter from Sey family to President Jammeh dated 24 October 1996 would be exhibit 39. And letter from the Sey family to the PS Defense dated 12 August 1997 would be exhibit 40. And last but not least, the letter dated 16 September 1997 from the Department of State for Defense to Alhaji Ibrahim Sey would be exhibit 41. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, I'm a witness. Sorry, we're just doing a bit of housekeeping before your testimony. But please continue, counsel.
Can you kindly swear in the witness, please?
I, Ahmad Jangom,
I, Ahmad Jangom,
do swear that
do swear that
I will speak the truth,
I will speak the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the whole truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
You may be seated, please. Mr. Witness, thank you for appearing before the TRRC. Like we would do with most witnesses, we would advise them that it is a criminal offense to lie before the TRRC. It is also a criminal offense to lie on the oath. Do you understand?
I understand very well.
Thank you very much. That is not to say that we expect that you would lie, no.
I will
but
not.
this is just a warning that we would generally give to witnesses of serious fact.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Witness. We expect you to testify mainly about one important episode.
Okay.
That is events that happened in a house that you were ordered to guard sometime in 1995. But that aside, we would want to know who you are and how you came to be given those responsibilities. So we'll ask questions along those lines.
Yes,
are we together?
Yes, sir.
What are your full names, please?
My names are Ahmad Jangom.
What is your date of birth?
12 November 1966.
We try to avoid the rapid fire, so we do it slowly.
But I will try.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jango.
Okay.
Where were you born?
I was born at Bara, Lower Nyumi.
Where did you attend primary education?
I attended my primary school at SO Primary School.
And where did you go for secondary education?
The Berending Secondary Technical School.
When did you finish your secondary education?
In 1985.
What did you do after you finished secondary school?
No, I was not doing it. I was just flying. I was the boat captain between Banjul and Bara. You know, I'm a Sierra, so I was a captain. Boat captain. That's what I was.
That was a pirogue captain.
Yes, sir.
Pretty much. Gali Sierra.
Gali Sierra. Yes, sir.
Guy Joe Digante Banjul Bara.
Bara, yes, sir.
Good, wonderful. When did you join the security forces?
I joined the then Gambian National Gendarmerie in 1987.
Can you kindly tell us your progression in the security forces from 1987 up to today?
Okay, after one...
Just your progression.
My progression. Okay, after 1 year training, I was posted to the mobile gendarmerie. I spent a few months at the mobile gendarmerie and I was posted to Combo Station. Then Combo Station also, I was there for a few months in 1989. Then I was redeployed to Ndungu Kebe Gendarmerie Station.
What was your rank at this time?
Then I was a Lance Corporal.
And from Ndungu Kebe?
That was in 1989, yeah.
Where did you go after Ndungu Kebe?
Okay, Ndungu Kebe, I returned back to Combo Station again in 1991 and was promoted to Corporal, the rank of a Corporal. Then I was in Combo Station in 1991. In the same 1991, I was deployed again to Ndungu Kebe Gendarmerie Station. Until 1993, I was redeployed to Katong Gendarmerie Station. That is a TSG, the Tactical Support Group. Then it was amalgamated into the police force.
And you remained there until when?
I was in Katong 1993, 94, until 1995. I was integrated. 4 of us from the TSG were integrated into the Gambian National Army. and we were attached to the platoon that was at Khartoum. So after the tour of duties of the platoon, then we, around February, around March, we returned back to Yundum, 1 Infantry Battalion.
What was your rank at this time?
I was a corporal still.
In which company were you integrated to?
I was in Bravo Company.
Who was your commanding officer at the time?
That Vincent Jata. He was Captain Vincent Jata. He's late now.
And after having served with Bravo Company for a while, what rank did you attain in 1996?
In 1996, I did the junior NCO cadre course, and I was promoted to a sergeant in 1996.
And tell us your progression from there.
Then from 1996, 97, 98, 99, I was redeployed to Guinea-Bissau under the ECOMOC. Then I returned back the same 1999. 1999, 2000, I was promoted to staff sergeant while I was in Khartoum. Then I returned back to 1 Infantry Battalion at Yundum Barracks. In June 2000, I was redeployed to 2 Infantry Battalion in Farafenni.
What rank?
Then I was a staff sergeant.
And what happened to your career after
Then I was in Farafenni in 2001. After the presidential election, I was posted to the military police. That's where I started my career as a military police.
What rank?
That was still staff sergeant. So I was posted to Yundum Barracks Military Police. Then in 2004, I was promoted to warrant officer class 2. Then that was 2004. 2005, I was redeployed to Liberia as a military observer. Then I returned back. I spent 1 year in Liberia and returned back to the Gambia. Then I was still with the military police as a warrant officer. Then in 2009, I was also redeployed to Darfur under the United Nations African Mission, UNAMIC, in Darfur. So I spent 6 months there and returned back. Before I returned, I was commissioned to a lieutenant. So when I came, I was decorated. Then that time they want to decentralize the military police because the military police was only at Yundum Barracks. So I was sent back to 2 Infantry Battalion to establish the new military police office. Then I was there 2010, 11. I was posted back to Defense Headquarters as the acting Provost Marshal. So I was there 6 months. Then I was redeployed back to Yundum as the officer commanding the military police.
Today your rank is captain.
Yes.
When did you attain that position?
Captain in 2012.
Thank you very much, Mr. Witness. Now let's cast your mind back to 1995. What was your rank at this stage in
Corporal.
1995? Corporal.
Yes.
In June 1995, were you still a corporal?
Yes, I was a corporal still.
At this stage, you were redeployed to Yundum Barracks.
Yes.
What were your responsibilities?
I was there as a section commander.
Did you have any specific responsibilities?
Yes, I command section, and I normally go for guards as a guard commander.
Do you recall in June 1995 whether you were posted as a guards commander in any place in the West Coast region?
Yes, I do.
avoid the rapid fire.
Okay, no problem.
And allow for 3 seconds, and you answer the question.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jangom. So can you tell us where you were deployed in June of 1995?
I was deployed at Captain Yankuba Trace compound. Then he was the Minister of Local Government and Lands during the AFPRC government.
Where was that house located?
At Kersering, I could recall.
You mean Kersering in the West Coast region, right?
Yes, sir.
And that would be around Senegambia area,
yes,
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Can you tell us with whom you were deployed in that house?
Well, I was deployed. We are 3 in number, but I cannot remember the 3rd person because I was new to the unit and I was not familiar with those. But I could remembering Lai Bojang.
Lai Bojang. What is
yes,
his
full
name?
He was a private, Ablai Bojang.
Is he known by any other name?
Yes, he was popularly known as Lai Tuluba.
Lai Tuluba.
Yes.
And Tuluba, what would that mean?
Big yes. If I could, big yes, yeah.
And do you know where he resided or where he is from?
From Birkama.
And you said there is a 3rd person
yes.
who you cannot recall.
Yeah.
Okay. At this stage, were you the only 3 members of the army who were posted at Yankuba Toure's house?
As guards, yes.
But are there other soldiers working there?
Yeah, his orders and his drivers they are there.
Can you tell us who these people were?
I could remember one Corporal Ndur, now he's a warrant officer class 1. Then I could remember one Mendy, Ensa Mendy.
Okay, step by step.
Okay.
Ndur, driver, do you recall his full name?
Lamin Ndur.
And what was his rank at the time?
Then I think he was a private soldier then.
You mentioned another person, Ensa Mendy, you said?
He's a private soldier also. He was orderly to the minister.
Can you describe him, Ensa Mendy?
Ensa, he's not that much tall. He's a short guy. Small build, not a small guy. In those days, I don't know. I last to see him since 1995.
Is Ensa Mendy the same as the 3rd person you could not recall?
No.
These are 2 completely different individuals.
They have different preferences.
The 3rd person you couldn't recall was a guards officer.
Yes, guards officer.
And Ensa Mendy
Oddly.
was an oddly.
Oddly
so
to the
2 different people with 2 different jobs.
Yes, sir.
Correct. Do you know of any other oddly who was attached to Captain Yankuba Toure at the time?
Yes, there was one Esba. He was accused in the 2006 coup d'etat. Then he was sentenced to by court-martial 25 years imprisonment. But later he was pardoned, he was released, but I learned that he's late now. It's Esba. He came from the same area with Yankuba Toure.
At this time that you were stationed at Yankuba Toure's house, correct me if I'm wrong,
Okay.
There were 3 guards,
Yes.
2 orderlies,
2 orders
and a driver.
and a driver.
6 personnel from the army stationed in his house,
Yes.
correct?
Yes, sir.
So while you were asked to guard at Yankuba Toure's house, did anything unusual happen there?
Yes. I could remember one day when the...
Please take it slowly.
Okay.
There is interpretation,
No problem.
and we need to get exactly what you're saying.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much.
Whilst I was on guard there, one day the chairman of the AFPRC, Captain Yahya AJJ Jame, was traveling outside the country.
To where? Do you know?
No, I don't know where he was going.
Do you know
but
what
but
the
he was
mission
going outside the country.
Do you know what the mission was about?
No,
his
no,
trip?
I didn't know. So then,
Please proceed, please.
that very day, the minister, Captain Yankuba Toure, left to the airport to see him off. Then later in the night, he called me. He said,
Who called you?
Sorry,
Who called you?
Sorry, Yankuba's wife called me and told me to come and answer a phone call.
What is the name of Yankuba's wife, if you recall?
Mami Minte.
Proceed, please.
Let me come and answer to the call. So I went inside the sitting room and take the phone, and it was Yankuba on the line. He said, "Guard commander." I said, "Yes, sir." He said, I'm sending my vehicle back home. There is a birthday party at Captain Edward's residence at Cape House.
Captain Edward who?
Singate.
Proceed, please.
So then I'm sending the vehicle. When he come, you pick my family, drop them at Captain Edward's house. After dropping them, we also had an information that there is a boat that is coming into the country with arms and ammunition. So what you will do is, after dropping my family, then you be in civil dress and go on patrol at the beach side alongside the Fajara beach side.
As a result of that order, what did you do?
So after I dropped the family, so I briefed my men as of the order I received from the minister. Then I dropped the family at Edo's residence. After dropping them,
slowly, please.
After dropping,
when you said you briefed your men,
yes,
as to the order, who are you referring to?
My guards.
How many of them?
3, plus me 2 guards. Yeah.
And that would be who?
Lai Tuluba. The other one I can't recall.
That's right.
Yeah.
Did you discuss this with any of the orderlies?
No, I don't discuss with only my guards.
So, in which vehicle, or how did you transport the family?
The vehicle came, Yankuba's vehicle came back.
Driven by who?
Lamin Nur.
And tell us how it happened, or what you did after Nur arrived.
Yes, when Nur arrived, then I get the family inside the vehicle, then take them to Bakau.
When you say the family, who are you referring to?
Yankuba's family, the wife and the children.
Do you recall how many children?
No, I cannot. I didn't count them, but some of them were sisters to Mommy. Then
how old were they at the time?
2.
How old were they at the time?
All of them, they are juveniles. They are not that much old.
Very young,
young girls, yeah.
So what did you do with them?
So I took them and dropped them at Edu's residence.
Who is Edu?
Edu was Singer's resident. Then he was the vice chairman of the AFRC.
And where exactly did you drop them?
Cape House.
Oh, and where is Cape House? Can you tell us precisely?
Cape House is at Bakau. If you look at Bakau Craft Market, when going to Cape Point, they are opposite.
So it's towards Cape Point?
Yeah.
Right opposite the craft market?
The craft market, yes.
That's where the house is located?
Yes.
And you say that is where Captain Edward Singate resided at the time?
That time, yes.
And he was vice chairman of the AFPRC at the time?
Yes, sir.
That's what you say, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us what time of the day this occurred?
It was not in the day, it was night, during the night time. Maybe between 8 and 10, I could recall. But I don't know the exact time, but 8 and 10 o'clock, I could, maybe.
After dropping off Mommy and the children, what did you do next?
I came back to Yankuba's residence, where I picked 2 of my guards. Then we were dropped by the same Ndur at Fajara Hotel.
Okay. Still, step by step.
Okay, sir.
You are ordered,
yes, sir,
to go in civilian clothes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did you do that?
Yes, sir. Before even I went with civilian clothes to drop the family. Then I came back.
Did you have civilian clothes at all?
No.
Did you have civilian clothes?
I get civilian clothes from the orderly to the minister, that is Mendy, Esa Mendy. He borrowed me a tax suit with, I don't know, a simis.
if you had gone in military uniform, would you have forgotten that fact?
Repeat that, I didn't get that.
If you had gone in military uniform instead of borrowing civilian clothes from Ensa Mendy, would you have forgotten that fact?
Yes, I will. I will have
No, let me rephrase
I
it.
understand.
Let me rephrase it. Is it possible for you to forget that you, in fact, went in military uniform instead of civilian clothes? Is it possible for you to forget that?
No, no, it's not possible.
That is your testimony?
Yes.
So you said you borrowed civilian clothes from Esa Mendy. How about your two other colleagues?
Also, they borrow them.
Could you say again?
They also get civilian clothes from the resident.
And you change into civilian clothes?
Yes, I will change into civilian clothes. Because that was the order. That's what Yankuba told me, that you will change into civilian order so that you can go on patrol.
What happened to your weapons?
Weapons, they are locked inside the house.
You left all your weapons behind?
Yes, sir.
And then what did you do after that?
So we were dropped. Then we went down the...
Who dropped you?
Ndur.
You mean Private
The driver, yes,
Ndur,
sir.
the driver?
Yes, sir.
Where exactly did he drop you off?
Just around the Fajara Hotel. You see, there is a high... Around Fajara Hotel, there is a high ground, and there is also concrete steps going down the beach. That's where we are dropped.
That would be in between Fajara Hotel to your right and the golf course to your left.
Yes, sir.
And that set of steps taking you to the beach.
To the beach, yes, sir.
That's where you went down.
Yes, sir.
How many people were you at that time?
We were three, only the guards.
That would constitute yourself?
Myself, Lai Bojang, and the other one who I cannot recall.
And what happened when you went to the beach?
So we went to the beach, we were patrolling the beach.
What time would this be?
Well, actually, it was late in the night, maybe around 10 upwards.
And can you continue with your testimony?
So yes, sir. We continue patrolling. We were patrolling and it started raining, but it was not that much heavy rain.
This patrolling, quote unquote, what did that entail? Can you explain what you were doing?
I just checking the beach side. As he said, there is a boat coming with arms and ammunition. So we are checking around the seaside whether we will see any boat that is coming.
So you were walking along the
shore? We are walking by foot.
From Fajara,
yeah.
Which direction did you go to? Did you go towards Senegambia or you went towards Cape Point?
We went towards Senegambia.
And how far towards Senegambia did you go?
We went very far inside Senegambia.
Did you reach Senegambia Hotel?
No, I don't think we reached Senegambia Hotel.
And how many times did you do the trip from Fajara towards Senegambia direction?
I can't count that. I can't tell that, but we are going.
Just going back and forth?
Yeah, that area.
Did you see any boat carrying weapons?
No, we didn't see anything. Nothing.
Did you see any boat at all?
No, sir, we didn't see nothing.
So you went empty-handed,
yes,
no weapons, nothing?
Yes, sir.
Was that also part of the order you received from Yankuba?
No, you didn't tell me that.
So
because I know that it's not ideal to carry AK-47 with civilian clothes moving. That will be very unusual when somebody sees.
Yes, so you thought it prudent to leave
the weapons
behind.
inside and lock them.
Okay. So you said you were there patrolling and then it began to rain,
yes,
or drizzle.
Yes, sir.
And what happened after it began to drizzle?
So I was fed up with the patrol. Then I told my men to go back.
To go back where?
To go back to the residence.
Which residence?
Yankuba's residence.
Did you in fact do that?
Yes, sir.
Kindly tell us what happened.
We went, when we arrived at the residence, I saw a fleet of vehicles parked outside the compound. So I used the main gate to get inside.
How many gates were there?
There are two gates. You have the big gate and a small gate.
So
at the middle of the building.
Okay. All right. Can you proceed?
So when I get into the main gate, because if you get into the main gate, you go direct to the garage, and the garage is where our guard room is. So before I reach to the garage, I saw Edu came outside, Edward Singate, Captain Edward Singate, and he stood near the flowers, he was smoking. Then I complimented him. I said, "Good evening, sir." He said, "Yes, good evening. How are you?" "Fine, sir."
And what was his condition when you saw him?
Well, he was putting on American camo, but the uniform is wet.
What is American camo?
American camo, it's an American uniform. You call it American camouflage.
Good.
That's why we say American camo.
And you say it was in which condition?
He was wet.
Did you see his shoes?
Yes, I saw his shoe.
In what condition were they?
There were mud on his shoe.
You saw mud?
Yes,
on
mud
his
shoes.
shoes.
Yeah.
And the uniform was
wet. Yes.
Did you have a conversation with him apart from complimenting him? Good evening, sir.
Yes, he told us to return back and continue the patrol.
Were you surprised to see him there?
Yes, I was surprised to see him at that time of the night.
So, did you see anybody else?
No, I can't recall seeing anybody else.
As a result of that order from Captain Edward Singate to go back, what did you do? To go back on patrol, what did you do?
I returned back.
Where were your men at this time?
They are with me. Then Lai is very used to Edu because he was a member of the former Gambian National Army. He knows Edu, so they were a little bit chatting. Because me, I stood distant away from them, so they were chatting. So me, I left. Then, few seconds, also, Lai followed me. So he was doubling following me.
And you said you found a fleet of vehicles.
Yes.
Do you recall how many vehicles?
Well, around four vehicles.
Do you recall what type of vehicles these were?
No, I don't recall. I know there were big ones and small vehicles, but I don't know the type because it was in the night time.
So you returned on patrol?
Yes, sir.
And tell us how you went back on patrol this time around.
We walk by foot. We go on patrol again at the beach side around the golf course. We were patrolling. It was also raining. The area was wet. So when we patrol and also we are getting fed up, I told my men, let us go and try and relax at the former Captain Ibu Jallo. He was the former spokesperson of the AFRC. He lives by the golf course. So we went there, I knocked the door. Then he was not in the country by then. The captain was not in the country by then. Then I knocked.
By the captain, you mean which captain?
Ibu Jallo. Then when I knocked, he's only opened the door. He is something bass. He's a Manjago man. He opened the door. I said, yes, I've been here. Here is wet, so I'm tired. We are patrolling the whole day here in the night. So I want to relax here. So he opened the door. Then we get into the sitting room.
How many of you went in there?
3 of us.
That would constitute who?
Myself, Ablai, and the other one, I can't remember.
And what did you do there?
Then we were sitting down watching screen. There was a screen. We were watching movies. Until even me, I slept on the sofa, big sofa. Then later I woke up very late at night. Then I told my men to return back to Yankuba's residence.
And then?
Then we returned back.
And what happened when you arrived there?
When we arrived, there was no vehicle, nobody seen outside. So we carry on with our duties.
And what happened the next day?
The next day, Mommy, the wife of Yankuba, Mommy brought a newspaper. He said, have you heard what had happened? He said, what happened? They said they found the former, I don't know, the finance minister, but he was found around Jambanjeli or Jambur in the bush, in his Mercedes Benz, and his body was burned down. Then we also I took the newspaper and I read the newspaper.
And how did you feel when you read the newspaper?
It was sad.
Were you surprised?
Yes, I was surprised, definitely.
When you saw that, did you think back about what had happened previously?
No, I don't think that, because by then there was no rumors about, until I heard from Freedom newspaper that this former spokesperson, Ibu Jallo, was saying that the minister was killed in Yankobo's house, but they fooled the guards. So that's the time my mind recalled that very particular day.
Which minister? You said Minister of Finance.
Finance, Korosisi. Yes.
So when you read that on the Freedom newspaper,
yeah,
did you believe the story?
Yeah, I believe the story.
Why did you believe the story?
Because what had happened that very day.
You believe it was correct that
this was correct.
Guards were fooled?
Fooled, yes, sir, I believe that.
And sent away?
Yes, sir.
To create an opportunity
Yes, sir.
for the murder to occur without a witness?
Yes, sir.
That is your testimony?
That's my testimony.
But how about the maids? There must have been maids in the house.
Maids?
Yes.
No, no, they don't have. Those maids, they don't spend the night there. They'll come and go. Maybe in the morning they'll come, and in the evening they'll go back home.
So as at the time you left Yankuba's house on that fateful evening, going on patrol, there was no human being in the house?
I can't tell, because somebody can be inside the house and I will not know.
But you did not see any person inside the house when you left?
No, I don't use the house. I'm always outside. It's hardly for me to go inside the house.
So as at the time you left, as far as you're concerned, there was nobody there?
No, I cannot ascertain that there was nobody inside the house.
Thank you very much for that honest answer. And after this event, how many more days did you spend at Yankuba's house?
No, I can't recall that. But we always spend almost only 1 week. From Friday to Friday, we close duties and go back to barracks.
Did you ever go back to Yankuba's house to guard?
Yes, I ever go back there. This time I even know the guards that I was with them. I went there again.
So you read that newspaper. What is your take on the events that have happened? What is your assessment of what has happened?
At that moment?
Yes.
No, I think I said, until Freedom, I had it at Freedom newspaper, that's the time I started to recall.
And you accepted that story as true?
Yes, I accepted that.
It fits what happened with you and your friends?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Witness. I have no further question for the witness.
Thank you very much, my counsel, and thank you, Mr. Jangam. And commissioners, do you have any questions to ask?
Can I ask one?
Deputy Lid, please go ahead.
Thank you very much, witness. What I would like to know really is how you were going to stop the boat without any arms if the boat had really come.
Well, I don't think we will be able to stop that boat if we saw that boat. We can't stop that boat. Thank you.
Thank you. Imam Jallo, have the floor, please.
Witness, you said that you were 3 in the compound. gave Lai Bojang as the other person, but you cannot still remember who this other person is.
Yes.
Is that really true?
Yes, very true. Because
You are sitting there now. Can you still not remember who the third person is?
no, I can't remember because I'm not familiar to them. I'm from the gendarmerie, and look at few months. If you see, I could recall about Lai. My first guards, I went with Lai to the airport cell company. So the second guard, we were at Yankuba. So this is why I could recall Lai. And he's a very popular somebody in the military.
Thank you. Commissioner Kinte?
I want to ask whether you had any communication gadgets with you, because yes, we could understand that tactically you may go without weapons, but you either have a backup that you will report to for reinforcement in case of emergency or whatever. But you could just, I couldn't imagine that you can just go around, just walking around. At the end of the day, what did you expect if the boat had landed?
Well, we didn't have any communication gadget. In those days, there is no mobile phone, and we don't have any walkie-talkie also. We went empty-handed.
And there was no backup plan?
No. I think if the mission is real, that is the time that you will put all those things in place. But if the mission is fake, you cannot put all those things in place.
So you mean you yourself, you know the mission was fake?
Yeah, lately I know that it was fake mission, when I had the news.
But you didn't know it when you were going?
No, I didn't.
Thank you. Bishop, you have the floor.
Thank you, Chairman. Lieutenant Captain Amat Jangom.
Yes, sir.
You were 3 guards that were posted to guard the house of the then minister, Yankuba Ture. Now, why were you posted there?
To guard, to protect the minister and his family.
And can you kindly explain that if that was the case, why was it that you were given the order to leave your post completely?
I think he feels that he is going to be secured because we are guarding him and he sent us on a mission to go on patrol. So I think he feels he will be safe.
Thank you. Commissioner Jones, you have the floor.
Captain, Lieutenant Ngala Dula Dola.
I want to ask you something. Since Yankuba told you to go on patrol, when you went on patrol, when he returned, did you inform him about the outcome? When I came, I did not see him. Up to now, we've not discussed that issue. God knows that we've not discussed that issue since then.
Thank you, Commissioner Jones.
Commissioner Jones. Captain Jangom, you said Yankuba's wife showed you the newspaper article the following day in the morning.
Yeah.
When did the family return back to the house?
No, I can't say that.
Was it in your presence? They came back the morning after?
No. In the morning I saw them inside the house, but I don't know the time they returned back.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Captain Jangom. Counsel,
yes.
we have another witness lined up for...
we have another witness, but that witness would take a bit of time. So perhaps we would take our break now, and we will return after the lunch break for the testimony of the next witness, the last witness for the day.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Captain Jangom, thank you so much for agreeing to come and testify before the Commission. We appreciate it very much. Meeting is adjourned. We resume at 2:30. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.